And he noticed that they were doing so many sets and reps. And he just came up with this idea of, well, why do you have to do that many? Aren't you doing more damage to your body than if you just did one set till you couldn't go anymore? So instead of just coming up with that and saying, hey, this is a new thing, he did a study with West Point cadets. And the West Point cadet study is very famous, and what he did was he broke them into two groups. One group had sets and reps, that's what they were going to do, and the other group did this new-fangled high-intensity training, and at the end they compiled all the data and they checked their size, size of their muscles, they checked body fat loss, they checked muscle increases, and they checked VO2 max, which is the ability to take in oxygen and utilize it. And at the end, they noticed they both lost about the same amount of fat, they both put on about the same amount of muscle, they both put on about the same amount of size, but the two main issues that were different was the group that did all the sets and reps had tendinitis, and this group did not. So we all know when you get an injury, then you cannot work out as hard. So they found that those guys didn't have that, and the other group, it came out the same, but it also cut their workout time almost in half. So they weren't overdoing it, but they were making the same gains. And then the second significant increase was their VO2 max. The guys with the sets and reps didn't have a whole lot, and the group of one set to failure, theirs increased significantly. So that's what we do here, and it's all based on research. It's based on exercise scientists and what they determine to be the most effective and best way to work out and exercise. And we're always learning. We go every year to the high intensity, or it's now called the Resistance Exercise Conference. And we go there to Minneapolis so we can learn from more exercise scientists from around the world. We have friends in Europe and Canada and the United States, and we go based off what their data shows. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to show you what it looks like to work out one set to failure and what failure looks like. Now, there are 3 different types of failure that we look for. Number 1, the first one's going to be mental. That's the first one that shows up. You're starting to press and you're like, I can't do this. We want to work past that. So sometimes clients have a harder time getting past that, so that's where we come in and we help them just gradually get there little by little. We're trying to be very positive with that, because that one can really throw you off if you stay in that I can't. So the second one is form. If your form is bad, we're going to stop you, because if you have bad form and you train that bad form, you just get better at having bad form, and then your chances of injuries have increased, so we don't want that. And then the third is actual, what we call momentary muscular failure or fatigue. And that, you're going to watch Corrado get there. That's when you're pressing and you mentally know you can do it and nothing is happening. It's actually starting to go the other way. And what that does is it sends a message up to your brain that says, hey, we're an adaptation machine. We are made to adapt to whatever the circumstances are. So the body's going to start repairing itself and recruiting more muscle fibers so that you get stronger, because it doesn't want you to ever fail again. And so what we do in the gym is that we keep pushing that envelope, and we keep pushing it a little bit farther. So we do that by time, and we do that by weight. Now, you can look around and there are lots of little weights, because sometimes it only takes a quarter pound to get you to that next level, to get you to fail. It doesn't have to be 25, 45, 50 pounds at a time. Sometimes it just takes that little bit, or we just need to go a couple seconds more till you hit that failure moment. You can stop, we move on to the next one. Does that make sense? Everybody with me? Okay.